KXCC Muscatine, AM 860, FM 95.1.
Hello.
Hello, you're on Jerry's Bait and Tackle Outdoor Show.
Hello, Jerry. I'm looking for Jerry of the Outdoors. This is Apala Abdul Gandhi.
Apala Abdul Gandhi. Yeah.
I am calling from Johnny Pyramid, Arab American Desert Emporium. I have your camels for delivery.
What camels?
You order 50 camels for Deep Snake Lake party. I have camels and saddles ready to go. Where do I bring them?
What are you doing?
No, I did not order camels for Deep Lakes Park.
Yes, I have work order here. Yellow piece of paper with red lettering. It says delivered to Jerry of the Outdoors, care of Deep Snake Lake in Muscatine, Iowa.
I'm sorry you're confused. Last year we attended a meeting down there, and a guy had said something about it'd be nice if we had camel rides down there, but I didn't order any camels.
Yes, he make telephone call. I say, what do you need? He say, I need camels. I say, how many camels? He say, 50 camels. I say, 1 hump or 2? He say, 2 hump. I don't know. I have camels ready to go.
I'm sorry, bud, but I'm not going to be able to buy any camels, and I'm not going to monkey around with you on this. It was just all a big mistake.
Oh, now you want monkey? Monkeys are going to be extra. Hold on.
Well, there you go. No, I did not order any camels unless they got filters on them.
Oh my gosh, Johnny Taylor is going to be so angry. He do not like to say. We also have magic lanterns and carpet rides.
Well, maybe you can call Muscatine County Conservation Board and see if they're interested.
I don't think the monkeys would like to have filters put on.
I don't know.
McMill, stop spanking the monkeys, McMill. So you don't need no camels?
No camels.
Okay, I'll make you one last deal. About 25 camels, 10 monkeys, and I throw in Johnny Quest DVD box set.
No sale.
No sale. I'm so happy. How about Dolly Parton balloons?
No sale.
I am so angry. I am going to be in so much trouble. Johnny Taylor may not like to take delivery back.
Well, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Hey, McMill, fire up the magic carpet. We are out of here.
Now, shall we begin?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The bait's in the bucket, the boat's on the water, and your radio's tuned to Jerry's Bait and Tackle Outdoors Show. Heard every Friday morning right here at 9 a.m. on the Voice of Muscatine. Hey, if you're looking for some fishing reports or want to learn how to put a few more fish on the hook, you got it tuned to the right place. You might even have a laugh or two. Jerry's Bait and Tackle Outdoor Show starts right now. Brought to you by Deaf Guy Taxidermy. See the difference. Find Corners Wholesale Bait and Tackle Distributors, the Sicilian Pizzeria, where they deliver everything but babies, Froze Pub and Grub, home of cold drinks and warm friends, and RB's Outback. They got your bottom covered down at RB's Outback Bait and Tackle.
All right, good Friday morning. The sun is shining. It's Halloween. It's October. The blah, blah, blah. You love this?
I love it.
Is it Halloween your big thing, your big deal, right?
Oh, I'm a big fan of Halloween. I always have been. It's such a good time. It's my favorite time of the year, by far.
It's the most favorite time, the blood blue. And you got a big party going on tonight?
I do, yeah, big party. It's going to be fun after 8 o'clock at the Brew. We're going to have a good time.
Cool beans. It should be a good time. Everything that you're usually involved in is a good time.
Thank you, Jerry.
Well, it is. Don't want to get all sentimental and choked up on the air here.
Don't do it.
We got the U-Haul trailer backed up. We're getting ready to pack it up. Today is the last show here. We got to move on out of here, and I've enjoyed doing it. And I know you got something you got to probably slip out to do that's pretty important this morning. So I wanted to make sure that I got this out here.
Oh, don't make me cry.
We've started the season out. We had a little bit of a rocky start.
Sure.
To say, I was partnered up with another producer. He was a nice guy, but we just couldn't seem to get our ebb and flow together worked out. Graciously, my good friend Tony Tone, the FM, wonderful morning FM DJ on Vintage 93.1. I stopped in. He said, "Hey, you know what? Let me help you out and produce." And man, I tell you, the guy just came in and he streamlined the show and everything. And for what it may not come off like we do a lot of work, but he has really put the time in, and I've really appreciated it. And thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I mean, you can just hear, if you go back and you listen to the old shows and you listen to the point where Tony took over, just a tremendous difference.
I appreciate it. And it's been fun for me because I don't really know a lot about fishing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's been good because now I feel more manly after being a part of this show.
Well, anything
No.
about being a man, knowing you like I do, how long does it take you to grow a beard? Like 4 minutes? I mean, you always have different facial hair every other day. It's like, boom, there it is. Maybe you should get them like free razor blades or whatever from Facebook. I mean, I've never seen a guy grow hair like you do. And
I
then,
didn't think it grew that fast, and then I guess the hair on my head too. I don't know.
you from one bald individual. Let me tell you, and your kid, your son.
I know.
Oh my goodness!
Dude.
I seen it when his hair wasn't dead. Oh good gosh!
He has too many. I think he may have had 8 haircuts already, and he's 2.5.
Wow, that's more haircuts than I've had in the last 5 years. So
I wish I was exaggerating when I say that, but the kid's hair grows faster than mine. It's wild.
Oh, you poor individuals,
I know,
you.
I'm sorry.
The
I'm
problems
sorry.
that you have.
I'm sorry. Somebody has to do it.
So, cool beans. Like I said, I know Tony's got to go off. He's got an important meeting
But I wanted
today.
to tell you that, I don't know if you know this, RB is coming in studio. Did you know that?
He is coming in studio.
Yeah.
I didn't know
I
that.
called him and he said, I'm about 4 minutes away. I'm like, from where? He's like, I'm just coming in. I'm like, oh, all right, RB's coming in.
All right.
So he'll be
Cool
here.
beans. Love surprises.
He'll be here in a few.
Now, you have to judge it from like the closest PBR distributor to where actually 4 minutes is.
Right, yeah, that's
Because I've waited on him before when he was coming from the VFW. I'll be down there in 5 minutes. Meanwhile, 45 minutes later,
Right.
here he shows up. But cool, that's great that we got him in and he comes
Oh, yeah.
in. That's great.
coming.
So, anyway, here we are, last show of the season. And basically, this show here, I just got to put a big thank you out there to everybody that's been involved. Especially to Jamie Hopkins, station manager out here who runs KWPC and also Vintage Sound out here. 2 years ago, we had the crazy idea of coming in here and doing a show, and him and Tony were sitting out there on the couch, and I was doing most of the chatting and that, and I got a lot of and basically we came in and they said let her fly, and we let her fly, and the app hits. The apps have really been strong, and I appreciate all the emails I get and all the listeners. But the thing is, we're just at that time of year now. Things have slowed down. My shop is closed, and when Randy gets in here, his last day is today, I believe. When he gets in here, we'll talk a little bit more about that. But I've appreciated all, like I said, all the emails that I've get. We've done the Christmas shows, the call-in shows, all that, and we do have quite a few number of people that listen to the show, and I appreciate that. It's been a good ride, and we got to clear the way because Millie has her new show coming out that'll be taking over my time slot. I think,
really?
Yeah, I think that's next week, or maybe it's the following week.
I didn't even hear about it.
Yeah, it's Millie and her moms are going to be doing 2 hot dishes or something like that. So, it'll be a cooking show.
It's a cooking show?
It's a cooking show. Just because we said...
That explains why we got that truckload of fire extinguishers the other day.
There you go.
Okay.
So, yeah, they'll be remodeling the studio and all that stuff and putting in a
You know
stove
you
and
might
all
be a
that.
redneck if you use a smoke detector as an oven timer.
There you go. I'm glad you're going to be here, and this is my last show because, like I said earlier on air, when you sit here, which is the wonderment of radio, you can't really see what's going on in here. Tom is taking over the producing activity.
Apparently, they scheduled a meeting during the show.
They got a big meeting.
They're like, oh, it's his last show.
It's his last
he
show.
won't care.
You know, we can probably just phone it in. Do like he does every week and phone it in.
It's a strategy meeting.
It is.
They're not going to exactly tell me what it's all about because that's part of the strategy.
I know the strategy. I know what's going on.
Yeah.
But anyway, what you can't see is there's a piece of glass that separates the producer's area. Two
pieces of glass.
One with a crack in it.
That's, you know what?
That's probably from Ron Edwin days.
Oh, that has been there. I was here back in 1990, and that was here.
That was there?
crack in the glass,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
But there's two pieces of glass because they put air in between so it soundproofs it.
Yeah.
And if you notice, the two pieces of glass are not parallel to each other.
And so all you hear on the radio is my voice and my producer's voice, and we're all doing this and talking like FM radio. Nothing's going wrong. Meanwhile, on the other side of the glass, if something
There's
doesn't
pandemonium.
work, right? If there's nothing working right, it's the facial expressions that you guys don't see.
I know.
that make it wonderful.
Well, like Millie just came back. I was producing some commercials, and you're supposed to run Jerry's show today. I am? Yeah, they sent out an email. I didn't get it.
Yep. That's the other thing that's beautiful about radio is the 2-minute warning.
Yeah.
This is what's going to go on in 2 minutes. Do something and be funny. So we get on. I don't know if we're funny or not, but we try to get out there. But anyway, hey, we're going to have the rest of my cast is going to be on today. Travis Lovin, Chef Catherine, and a very special guest at the end here. You know him as Havana, Montana, but he's also done tons of other voices on there. And I'm appreciative of the fact they say, teamwork is what makes it a success. And I really can't take all the credit, even though it's my name on the show. But I got to thank everybody that's been involved with it, and we're just going to do that for the rest of the show. I'm going to thank a lot of people, and we're going to relive some memories, and I hope you guys enjoy it. We're going to slide into a commercial break, and we'll be right back.
I was driving through Georgia, the place where he was born and raised.
Sounds like a place to fish or baiting down at the bottoms. This is Randy Brewer from the Outback Bait and Tackle Shop. When you're ready to go fishing, to hit the river and local fishing holes, come and see me. I've been fishing our local areas for over 40 years. I'll be able to set you up with the right bait and tackle for our fishing holes in the area. I'll even throw in some of my experienced fishing advice. So before you head out to your fishing hole, come see me at the RB's Outback Bait and Tackle, located 16114 County Road X61 here in Muscatine. Call me at 563-506-0490. Sign says 9 to 5. Call anytime after. We'll get your bait.
Okay, class, it's time for a pop quiz. What does the best pizza in Wilton plus the best subs in Wilton equal? Pencils down. Johnny, what did you get for your answer?
Sicilian Pizzeria?
That is correct.
The Sicilian Pizzeria is Wilton's #1 spot for lunch and dinner. Treat yourself, your family, coworkers, or friends to a specialty pizza from the Sicilian Pizzeria. Their buffalo chicken, Romano Ranch, Gladiator, or Viagra will satisfy your hunger. If one of their specialty pizzas is not enough, add one of their killer subs or an appetizer to your order. Call the Sicilian Pizzeria today at 563-732-9396.
If it sizzles and crackles and comes from the kitchen, it's breakfast. If the aroma wakes you up, it's breakfast. If it yanks you out of bed and says, "Carpe this diem," it's breakfast. Have breakfast for breakfast. Fresh made from our kitchen. The one and only Egg McMuffin. Only from McDonald's. And only 300 calories. Goes perfect with a fresh brewed cup of McCafe coffee. So what are you having for breakfast? At participating McDonald's.
Will you keep me warm this winter? Will you keep my heart out of the cold? Wrap me in your arms when I shiver. Will you keep me warm this winter?
We'll keep you warm this winter with a handcrafted white chocolate delight from McCafe. Sip the new white chocolate latte, dip into the whipped cream of a white chocolate mocha, or curl up with the new white hot chocolate. You'll be loving this winter with McCafe. At participating McDonald's for a limited time.
Well, yes, I wouldn't miss a show. My good friend Bill told me all about it.
Oh, good gosh. Well, I'm becoming quite the celebrity these days.
I hear you. Hey, Jerry, ask me what my favorite fish is.
Oh, my gosh.
Do you really want to do this?
Mr. Connery.
Yes.
What is your favorite fish?
There's a blowfish, you silly
All right, with that, I think we're going to
Alex Trebek is an idiot.
I think we're going to slide into a commercial. We'll be right back. Oh, what a train wreck. Yes, what a train wreck. It pretty much has been. And that's what people ask me all the time. Goes, well, how do you write the show? It is like when I sit down and I crack open my Mountain Dew and the little light comes on and says it's ready to go. That's how I write it. It's just living my life, you know. I don't like things to be prepared because I think when they're prepared, they don't sound natural. I don't know if that makes sense to you folks out there. Sometimes my best comedy comes when I'm not thinking. And I do a lot of not thinking in my life, so that's probably why I'm pretty funny all the time. So we got somebody on coming up next. I interviewed him back in, I believe it was August, and they came off a bass tournament win, and we had him on the show. And he delivered such a great interview, and he was such a great talker. I had talked to Tony, and I said, man, we have got to get him on the show. So without further ado, let's have Travis Loving come on up. Travis, you there, my friend?
Here I am, buddy.
How you doing, bud?
Doing well.
Yeah, and like I said, you know, I was so kind of floored when you came in here and you did that interview, because a lot of times I have guests on here and you got to kind of prod them a little bit, try to get the words out of their mouth, and you just came in. It's like you've been doing this your whole life. And I kind of chimed you in on Facebook. I said, you know, what do you think about coming on the show and doing a weekly bass segment? And yeah, you said, yeah, sure, come. And you know what? It's been golden ever since. And I appreciate the time that you put into this and the advice you give. Because I get a lot of people that send me emails. They like your advice. They like my advice. They like Chef Catherine. Havana, Montana's not so much, but they think he's funny. But anyway.
No, pleasure's been great, man. I appreciate everything you guys have done. And definitely had fun. So.
Cool beans. That's what's all about. Well, what is, if you want to get into it, who is actually Travis Loving? I mean, we know that you're a bass fisherman extraordinaire. I know you're trying to be modest about it, but
right.
But you're a family guy.
Yeah, right. Yep. No, I was born and raised in Muscatine. Live in Fruitland now, so you know I'm closer to the river than I was. You know, I'm 5 minutes from the ramp, so that's nice. But yeah, got to live down there with my family and work a day job and spend most of my free time either hanging out with the family or fishing or hunting. So pretty
Was that a
much
place you was born and raised?
Outdoorsman is what I do in the free time.
Yeah, you must have a pretty nice wife, because you do post a lot of pictures of fishing.
Yeah, no, yeah, absolutely. You know, and I couldn't do it without my family. You know, they're always everybody from my mom to dad to my sister and Jennifer, my girlfriend, and everybody's been always supportive of me. You know, being gone for a couple days at a time, whether we're fishing a tournament or you know, just if we're fishing a local tournament, being gone 2 or 3 days, you know, practicing and things like that. And you know, I can't say enough about them. Everybody's always very supportive and always checking, you know, how'd you do? How was the day? You know, caring about what I do, and that makes it fun.
Right, and I'm just not blowing smoke here for people that are on Facebook. Maybe they haven't joined Jerry's Bait and Tackle Outdoor Show or Travis Loving out there. I mean, he posts some impressive fish on there, so the proof is in the pudding, as they say.
Yep.
And
so I'm still, I mean, bass fishing is kind of one of them things where I just kind of fell into. You know, like I said, I've been fishing my whole life, and I just kind of, the older I got, it just kind of became one of the things where I just really enjoyed the you know, just the all aspects of it. You know, from just being able to you know, learn about the fish and what they do and how to catch them year round and varying bodies of water from rivers to inland lakes to big reservoirs or whatever it may be.
Right.
And that's, and the competitive side of it too is, is probably the most intriguing to me, because obviously I'm too old and non-athletic to compete in anything else, so I might as well compete in fishing.
I just got to warn you, Travis, your future uncle-in-law, Randy Brewer, sitting in here. And you said you're too old, and we both kind of looked at each other.
I'm not getting any younger, that's for sure. So.
Hey, when you get up in the middle of the night to take a pee and it takes you a couple hours, that's when you're getting old. Then you're getting old.
Yep. So, but no, absolutely. I mean, it's been kind of a, over the last few years, I've really come to just love the sport of bass fishing and all aspects of it, and it's been fun. So I really enjoy it.
Yeah,
I like sharing what I know with people, and I'm kind of one of them. There's a lot of people out there, fishermen and hunters alike. You ask them, like you said, where'd you catch them? Oh, in the water.
Yeah.
Or in the mouth or whatever.
Yeah.
And there's certain things you keep sacred to yourself,
right?
In terms of your little tricks and tips and things like that and spots. But I don't mind sharing information with people. I know if they, from young kids to older people and things like that. So
right, and that's one thing. I don't expect you to come on, especially if you're fishing a tournament in Lake Saguma or something like that, and you had a practice day. So where are they biting at, Travis? Well, there's some big ones over there by the reservoir, But anyway, no, I've really appreciated you being on here. I look forward to next season if you want to throw your hat into it again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
For sure.
What does winter typically have in store for Mr. Travis Lovin?
Well, it's just getting back after, getting things put together for the next year. I'm trying to decide what I want to do, for tournaments and stuff next year. Usually you start to see some schedules and stuff come out first part of January and things like that. And then I like to do a little ice fishing.
Oh, yeah?
Off and on. I'll get out and do that. And obviously still waterfowling's another thing I really enjoy doing. But usually the first couple months of, November, December, I'll be hunting. But then once we get into the dog days of winter or whatever you want to call it, I'll start to bring some of my tackle inside and start freshening up, equipment for the spring. I like to tie a lot of my own jigs.
Yeah.
And I'll, replenish my stock there and come up with some new ideas and things for jigs, and I'll make some for some buddies and sell some here and there on eBay and whatnot. But mainly just still thinking about fishing and just,
Yeah, that happens in February. That happens in February. You get about that first 35-degree day. you start getting itchy, start bringing stuff in, start going down the riverfront, checking open water.
Yeah, you bet.
I know that feeling all too well.
Yep. So, but no, absolutely looking towards next year already. Looking at trying to get some ideas of some different tournament series that are out there and see what's going on. And I don't think I'm going to fish any more tournaments than I did this last year. But probably keep it about the same. I think I fished right around 12 tournaments this year, and I think ended up cashing a check in all but a few of them. So really had a good year. Very, very humbling, year for me because, in a couple years prior, I've struggled off and on, with some tournaments and things like that. And I think this year I just kind of changed my way of thinking when I was out in the water, and I think it really helped me. But that could all change,
Yeah.
In a matter of no time at all. Next year, you could come out and you could just be, not catch anything at all. So very, very, very humbled by it all, and humbled by, some of the support and the good comments I've got from people and things like that. And definitely looking forward to next year, hoping to, capitalize on what we learned last year and keep it going. And hopefully get some feelers out there too. Try to get some support for some local business and things like that to promote them and things like that and help them out. Just looking for some some sponsors for next year to get help out with entry fees and things like that, and get some names and stuff out there for people. And so,
well, I think a big gold minnow painted on the side of your boat there would look real good.
Here goes the money. Here goes the money.
Get some people over the winter, kind of talk to some people, and just there's a lot of exposure out there for a lot of these tournaments, and stuff too.
Right.
So
absolutely.
Hey, Trevor, don't put all your stuff up yet. Me and Jerry get to go fishing now. Our shops are closed.
There you go. Yeah. Oh, definitely. not putting-
Gary's had a couple weeks on me, but I haven't heard nothing about his fishing. But
Yeah. No,
all
absolutely.
three of us ought to jump in the boat and go see if we can't catch a walleye.
Yeah, I like that idea. I was out Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and just had an absolute ball fishing. I was out. I never left the breaks all 3 days, and I boated well over 100 bass. It was just unbelievable.
Mm-hmm. No, my fishing's been pretty good. I mean, I'm more of a crappie guy than I am a bass guy. And then with all these trout releases going on, we went and picked up some trout, this and that. Just this time of year, everything kind of gets. During the summer, I work. I just don't do the bait shop. I flip houses up in Iowa City, and the owners that own the houses, they've actually bought 9 properties, and since October 1st. So when's your last Friday you have off? So they're all excited about me coming back to 5 days a week. I still got to pay my bills like everybody else.
Right.
So
no, absolutely. Yeah, my stuff's never officially put away for winter. I just, I got a shop out back that I keep my boat in, and so, I'm ready to go whenever. So
yeah, I always got a tackle bag and a rod in my truck just in case a fishing emergency should happen to break out wherever I'm at.
Looking like next weekend would be a good weekend, though.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, Travis.
Sunday, going to go to the Hawks game Saturday, and enjoy some time with my girlfriend, and hopefully maybe get a day pass for Sunday and go fishing.
Cool beans, Daddy-O. All right, Travis, we appreciate you being a part of the show, and we look forward to you next year, buddy.
Take care, everybody.
All right, have a good winter. We'll see you, buddy.
Bye-bye.
That was a good friend, Travis Lovin. He's on Facebook. You can go to Jerry's Bait and Tackle Outdoor Show on Facebook. Travis is on there. Friend him. He puts out a lot of good information about bass.
And the thing about it is he does his scripture just like you. I'll guarantee you there wasn't a piece of paper in front of him.
Yeah.
And there's not a piece of paper in front of you.
No.
So if you ain't winging it, you ain't no good.
Right.
And he comes across good, just like I conned him right into.
Right.
He'd been out back behind my shop in the breaks, catching bass.
And it's when we started this show, that's what I said. I told most of my cast members is I don't want anything pre-scripted, because when it's pre-scripted, it sounds boring and dry. They like to be caught off guard and see if we got the answers. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. But that's the way it goes. If you haven't recognized the guy on the other end of the mic here, it's Randy Brewer. He kind of snuck in the back door on me. He's been a good sponsor for the whole year. A big sponsor of my show. Nobody can see where old brother Art Thou without thinking Randy's bottom or the bottom.
I got the bottoms covered is the way it goes.
So when does your shop close down?
We're closing. We said the end of October, and I just hate to shut down on a Friday, so we'll have bait until Sunday, and then we'll be done until 1st of March.
All right,
and hopefully we don't have a start like we did last year with all the water. Sitting around watching minnows dive wasn't too good, but we had a good summer, and we got quite a few people that listen to the radio, and they say, well, we heard you say this and that, and where's them jigs at? Mm-hmm. And so it's all been good year. Hope we can do everybody is in sound safe next year, so we can all have a little more fun.
Yep, absolutely. And like I said, I want to say thank you to you and Gary Brown and Cecilia. You guys have been big sponsors of the show, having a show on the radio. It takes money, and we can't do it without sponsors, and I appreciate every sponsor I have on here, and I'm glad that you were part of it. And I'm glad that we talk every Friday morning, usually. And let people know what's going on. And that's the biggest complaint is, this was hot today.
But it's not tomorrow.
But not tomorrow. So I don't know what those guys on the radio are saying. So, hey, we're going to slide into commercial break, and we're going to be right back.
Sounds like a place to fish or baiting down at the bottoms. This is Randy Brewer from the Outback Bait and Tackle Shop. When you're ready to go fishing, to hit the river and local fishing holes, come and see me. I've been fishing our local areas for over 40 years. I'll be able to set you up with the right bait and tackle for our fishing holes in the area. I'll even throw in some of my experience fishing advice. So before you head out to your fishing hole, come see me at the RB's Outback Bait and Tackle, located 16114 County Road X61 here in Muscatine. Call me at 563-506-0490. Sign says 9 to 5. Call anytime after. We'll get your bait.
Okay, class, it's time for a pop quiz. What does the best pizza in Wilton plus the best subs in Wilton equal? Pencils down. Johnny, what did you get for your answer?
Sicilian Pizzeria?
That is correct.
The Sicilian Pizzeria is Wilton's #1 spot for lunch and dinner. Treat yourself, your family, coworkers, or friends to a specialty pizza from the Sicilian Pizzeria. Their buffalo chicken, Romano Ranch, Gladiator, or Viagra will satisfy your hunger. If one of their specialty pizzas is not enough, add one of their killer subs or an appetizer to your order. Call the Sicilian Pizzeria today at 563-732-9396.
Does your spouse complain about your snoring? Are you sleeping during the day when you really shouldn't be? Do you feel like you're not as sharp as you used to be? Don't let yourself lose out on life and your well-being because you're not rested. Contact Michelle Garvin and the sleep team at Wester Drug today to learn about comprehensive sleep solutions. Wester Drug Sleep Team will help you with all your CPAP and BiPAP needs. They'll take the time to explain and show you how to use your equipment and support you through your therapy. Here's pharmacist and pharmacy owner Corey Garvin.
We actually schedule appointments. Going on CPAP is not an easy thing. It's a life-changing event. You're going to wear a mask, and you're going to wear a mask all night while you're sleeping. The failure rate is extremely high. We wanted to help individuals utilize their CPAP, but also benefit from their CPAP.
Wester Drug wants you to feel better, sleep well, and have the best patient outcome. Wester Drug in Muscatine and Wilton.
I guarantee.
Now it's time to fetch yourself up a plate, grab a chair. It's time for Cooking Louisiana Style with Chef Catherine on Jerry's Bait and Tackle Outdoor Show.
Salutations, me and Mom. How we doing, Chef Catherine?
Hello, Jerry.
How's the fall down there in Louisiana? What are you guys down to, like 85 now, or what?
It was actually 57 degrees last night. I loved it.
57 degrees? Don't they call that a blue northern? Like a
Here they do.
state of emergency, man. We're out there on their knees praying and shooting and...
I had on a hat and a jacket and had a little space heater. I was sitting outside enjoying it.
Oh, wow.
Sipping on the what?
Chef Catherine has been to my house. And you really don't drink that much, do you, my dear?
Not really.
Not that I can remember. Of course, I was probably passed out and drunk. And then at 2 o'clock in the morning, I hear these horrific screams coming out of my house, you know? And I was like, what's going on? What's going on? Do you want to tell the story, my dear, or should I?
Well, Jerry's better half had just got up to bed, and I was downstairs in the guest room, and I didn't hear what was going on, all the yelling and screaming, and then all of a sudden she came downstairs and said, "Gee, get it! There's a bat upstairs." So me and my bat-catching expertise decides to go out to the Jerry's Bait and Tackle outdoor shop next door and grab a walleye bat, not knowing, which Jerry did, that walleye nets are not appropriate for catching bats. In my defense, okay, when Jerry came running out of the room with all the screaming with the bats buzzing our head, let's just say he likes to sleep in the bus. And when he went to go get this poor bat, and I put a towel on top of it, okay, on top of the net. But Jerry, instead of feeling like he should put one hand on top of the net, felt that the other hand would be better used smoking a cigarette. So he's going down the stairs, a steep set of stairs, with a walleye net covered loosely with a towel in one hand, a cigarette in the other, going, rah, rah, rah. Hey, old lady's fussing about. Okay, he gets about down to the end of the stairs, and the bat flies out right towards the family jewels. And Jerry does an amazing job of going backwards upstairs, which I've never seen done before, with such agility and aplomb, I might add, and get away from that bat. So, but eventually the bat was caught. The bat was taken across the street. It was okay. What is your version? By the way, they make a really weird noise when you're trying to catch them. I mean, clicking noise.
As far as backing up the stairs totally naked with a cigarette in my hand, yeah, I had some great incentive to do that. But the funniest part was I was falling asleep, and of course, you know, something happens. No matter how much you scream at a disaster, it's not going to make it stop. It's in the house! Oh my good God, what's going on?
You got time to light a cigarette.
Right, exactly. and me and my Kathy, we don't have no children. It's just me and her in the house. So, yes, I do sleep naked, you know. So, I forget that we have a house guest, jump up out of bed, they go get this. Well, Chef Catherine, my defense, you have 3 grown children and a bunch of grandchildren, so it ain't nothing you ain't never seen before. So,
I could give you a compliment here and say different, but I won't.
But anyway, enough of us talking about bats and other things on the radio. I want to say, hey, I appreciate you coming on. We were actually down in Tampa for Kathy's niece's wedding, and to make it really sound that we're down south and to make Randy feel at home, let me explain the situation here. Kathy, Chef Catherine, is actually my girlfriend's brother's ex-wife.
I knew there was a trail there.
There's a trail.
There's a trail.
There's a trail there. And once you get part of the Schaefer family, no matter how far you try to leave, you're still in it,
You're
man.
in the family.
They're gonna get you. So basically, we went down to Tampa there. We actually all stayed at the same motel and that, and many whiskey bottles were drained and everything else. We had a heck of a good time down there, and I got.
When they say you burned the house down, well, we flooded the house.
That's a true story.
Flooded it.
The bride's mother actually set off the sprinkler system.
Oh.
So, but that's for another show. We only got an hour here. But anyway, I was doing the vacation show. Randy was filling in for me while we were down there. And I had the idea right there and there. I was talking to Kathy. I said, well, you're a chef. You know what? I need some cooking segment on my show. What do you think about calling in every week and doing it? She said, great. And you know what? She stepped up to the plate, and we even brought her up here to Iowa. And we went to Froze, and she put some of her talents on showcase there. And it was well received. And I appreciate you calling in every week, and I appreciate all that you do, Shell.
I loved it. It was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
and the trip up here, so some of us could see just who you was, and you're everything we expected.
Well, I hope that's a good thing.
Yes, it is, and we sure appreciate it coming up, because I know that's going way out of your way.
Oh, well,
And I know you had to stay at a kind of a haunted house, but
I got to tell you, the next day, another bat, and I went to his room and said, there's a bat flying. He goes, no, there's not, and rolled over and went back to sleep. So we handled that bat by ourselves.
Yep, they did. But see, here's the thing. When you leave your front door open in your house at 3 a.m. to be out there drunk talking, things are going to fly in. But, you know, all's well that ended well. It wasn't the first bat, and it definitely ain't going to be the last. I can guarantee you that. That's what happens when you live in a house that's built in 1856. So. So what do you got in store this winter, Chef? What's on the horizon for you now that you have your Friday mornings off?
Well, I have a little outdoor website blog that I do called The Hapless Hiker.
Mm-hmm.
And on Amazon Kindle, I have The Hapless Hiker Think Inside a Box, which is like an outdoor cookbook. And also, I'm working at Academy Sports and Outdoors as their team lead in the camping department. So I'm doing a little of that.
Yep, you always got a lot going on. And the folks should...
Caving, backpacking, rock climbing. We're not going to jump out another plane again. That was a one-time thing. But I like to do the adventure sports out there, mountain biking, kayaking, things like that.
Now, what the people playing along at home should know is that Chef Catherine, you're actually a certified naturalist, correct?
I'm a Florida master naturalist, but just so they know, I am a certified executive chef.
Mm-hmm.
And so I came to Louisiana to be Chef John Stoltz executive pastry chef. And I did get the Baton Rouge Chef of the Year, so I'm not just a character. I really can cook.
Oh, yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can. I've got the gut, and I've got so many people down there at Froze going, hey, where's that jambalaya at?
It's gone. It's gone when I got there.
Yeah.
There was some fish.
Fro. Yeah, I love my fro.
All right.
But, we, the Florida Master Naturalist, I love being in the outdoors, so it was just a perfect fit. When he said that, I was very, very excited, and I love listening to the show. So it's been very enjoyable.
Yeah. I've loved having you on, my dear.
Yay!
Well, I'm sure we're probably going to run into each other here in a few months' time somewhere along the road.
Y'all are welcome to come down for Thanksgiving.
Oh, I know it. I know it. That's the triple bird. Yep, the triple bird.
Yeah, last time y'all came down, I think we had 21 people.
Yep.
So it was lots of fun.
Yeah, and tons of food. And it was all fantastic. And it was all fantastic. All right, thank you, my dear.
Well, thank you so much for having me on the show.
All right.
And give everyone a hi up there.
All right, cool beans. We'll see you next year, dear.
All righty.
All right. No little top on there, don't rule
Yeah.
She gone. She gone. No, that was Chef Catherine, and man, that gal can cook, Randy. You came out that
and
night.
something she said there that I didn't know is her specialty is that pastry.
Mm-hmm.
So when she was making your desserts up here, it comes from top-notch stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
She loves the outdoor.
Oh, yeah. If I was married to that gal, I'd weigh 400 pounds.
Oh, yeah.
Easy.
You'd have to be.
Easy.
You wouldn't go hiking with her.
No, absolutely not. I don't even go hiking now.
Yeah.
Unless I get ashtrays.
I can see that.
Hey, this is Jerry's Outdoor Show. We're going to slide to commercial break. We're going to be right back.
Take this job and shove it. I ain't working here no more. A woman done left, took all the reason I was working for. The place where he was born and raised.
Sounds like a place to fish or biting down at the bottoms. This is Randy Brewer from the Outback Bait and Tackle Shop. When you're ready to go fishing, to hit the river and local fishing holes, come and see me. I've been fishing our local areas for over 40 years. I'll be able to set you up with the right bait and tackle for our fishing holes in the area. I'll even throw in some of my experienced fishing advice. So before you head out to your fishing hole, come see me at the RB's Outback Bait and Tackle, located 16114 County Road X61 here in Muscatine. Call me at 563-506-0490. Sign says 9 to 5. Call anytime after. We'll get your bait.
Okay, class, it's time for a pop quiz. What does the best pizza in Wilton plus the best subs in Wilton equal? Pencils down. Johnny, what did you get for your answer?
Sicilian Pizzeria?
That is correct.
The Sicilian Pizzeria is Wilton's #1 spot for lunch and dinner. Treat yourself, your family, coworkers, or friends to a specialty pizza from the Sicilian Pizzeria. Their buffalo chicken, Romano Ranch, Gladiator, or Viagra will satisfy your hunger. If one of their specialty pizzas is not enough, add one of their killer subs or an appetizer to your order. Call the Sicilian Pizzeria today at 563-732-9396.
Small towns and family farms. Iowa's beating heart. Our farmers need support to keep that heart beating strong. But Joni Ernst and her big oil buddies want to force farmers onto life support. Ernst has attended the billionaire Koch brothers' secret retreats, and ExxonMobil held a Washington get-together for her. Ernst is philosophically opposed to a basic safety net for farmers and doesn't support the Farm Bill. The Koch brothers-backed American Future Fund supports Joni Ernst's agenda because it's a pro-big oil agenda. Bruce Braley stands up for Iowa's farmers. Braley worked with both parties to pass the Farm Bill and strongly supports the renewable fuel standard. And he stood up to EPA regulations that hurt farmers. Bruce Braley keeps Iowa's rural heart beating strong. Paid for by VoteVets Action Fund. www.votevets.org. Not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee. VoteVets Action Fund is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Little Blue. Oh, that's silly, man. That's silly, man. Don't make no sense to me. I call you, man. I call you from my satellite. I listen to you on that Wild Wild Web. You're very cool, man. I like it. You like a hunter too, man. I like guns.
You like guns?
Yeah, man. I like guns. I like to hunt and fish at the same time, man.
You like to hunt and fish at the same time?
Oh no.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I got a new gun. And I go fish. I show you. Hey, wait a minute. I got a more. Okay. Hey, fishy. Hey, hello to my little friends.
Oh, good gosh.
Oh, yeah. Ah, fishy. Now it's easy. Now you scoop them up with a net, man.
Hey, you can't use dynamite.
Well, I think the laws maybe are a little bit different down there if you're listening to the satellite, but yeah, up here you can't shoot over the water. How do you fillet them? Is there much to fillet after that?
Oh, no, you just put them in a pan. Man.
They're already tenderized.
Good.
Oh, what size bullets you usually use in that gun?
Bullets? I don't know, man. I just put them in and they come out. Good. You like?
We're starting off early. Well, I tell you, if you're into guns, a little later on in the show, I'm going to have Matt Matson, Officer Matt Matson, with the Venturing Crew. They're putting a big gun show on in Wilton.
You say officer?
Yes, officer. He's a police officer.
He got a badge?
Yes, he's got a badge.
Okay, I'm not going to talk to him. I don't want to talk to him, man.
That's my good buddy, Havana, Montana.
Some of the good times.
Yep. A lot of good times. Actually, poor Havana last week, he kind of came to, we'll just say a grisly demise for right now that we know. But right now on the phone, I got my good friend, Corey Connors. You on there, Corey? Hello? Maybe he's not on there. There you go. You on there,
Let's try this line. You must have gotten disconnected. Hello?
Hello.
You're on the air.
Hey, Corey. How you doing, buddy? Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now? Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, cool beans. Hey, this is my buddy, Corey Connors. When we first started out on the show this season, I said, man, I really need somebody on here that can call in and the classic thing and do voices and be funny and ad-lib. And I thought real hard. I was like, Corey, man, I haven't seen Corey for a long time. Luckily, I found him on Facebook.
Poor celebrity impersonations and sound like an idiot. I got just the guy in mind.
Hey, and it worked out, man. It really worked out.
It's been great.
It's been a blast. What a lot of people don't know about this show is you do the character Havana, Montana, which is taken off, but you've done so many other voices before the Havana thing.
Yep.
You're actually in Maine right now, aren't you?
I am in Maine.
Yep, actually.
In a wonderfully messed up state of Maine.
I was going to say, how many inches of snow do you have there already?
We don't have any yet. We're supposed to get an inch or two this weekend, finally. It's kind of cooled off. It's been pretty nice, but it's only going to be in the 40s here for the rest of the weekend, so.
Right.
Rain and snow in the forecast. Yeehaw.
Yeehaw. And then now it starts. In Maine, it snows like 6 months out of the year, and then hails the other.
Pretty much. Now I actually wish I was Havana, Montana, and living in Florida.
and running that same business.
Yeah. Import and export.
Yeah.
So anyway, like I said, me and Corey go way back, way back. Actually, we lived in the same neighborhood over on Highland Court there behind West High School. And I've known Corey since, oh my gosh, since we were like 14 or 15, right?
Yeah.
And many.
Delinquent.
Yep. Many adventures. Many adventures. And then we kind of fell out of touch, and until I contacted you on Facebook, I bet we probably been a good 10 years since we ever really talked, hasn't it?
Yeah, it might have even been longer than that.
Might even been longer than that. So,
Time
but
flies when you're living life.
Yep, yeah, and don't it? Ain't that the truth? But anyway, I told Corey, I said, hey, I got this cockamamie idea for a character, and he just said, yeah, he'll come on and do it. And we really don't, me and you don't really communicate or write. I mean, we might have a couple ideas, but usually 99% of it is coming from Corey's brain.
Well, I'd like to say that I'm very prepared. But
do you got any paper in front of you?
I'm thinking about ideas at the beginning of the week. Come the middle of the week, life is happening, kids going to school, all that good stuff. And so then it usually comes about Friday morning, about 6 a.m. I'm like, oh, yeah, I got to do a radio show this morning. I better watch the news.
Yep.
And a lot of it comes from daily events.
Yeah. And it's, hey, you know what? It's all, the character of Vanna Montana really came off. I get a lot of guys that were calling me and emails, hey, who's this guy, who's that guy? So I told Corey, you need to get a Facebook page for Havana, Montana, because he's really coming into his own here. And,
yeah, I need to get some pictures up. And now with the season over and, with the tragedy that befell him last week.
Right. And who knows?
Telling what's going to happen come March.
We don't know till next season. Somebody had shot.
Hopefully he's recuperating in critical condition or wherever he's at.
We'll see. So what do you got on the horizon, Corey? You going to stick it out in Maine, or are you thinking about coming home sometime?
Well, yeah, that's probably going to be another winter here, and I'm trying to get the family excited about getting out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely I'm working on making the move back to Muskie Town. I came back there last year for a little while, but just couldn't find my groove. And so we'll see what happens after this winter, because it snows heavy and gets cold in Iowa, but man, I'll tell you what, snow 6-7 months out of the year up here is just my old bones can't take it anymore.
Yeah, it's definitely brutal up there in Maine, that's for sure up there. But at least you get the lobsters.
We pretty much went from winter to summer back to fall and winter now.
Yep.
Spring lasted all of about 12 minutes.
Yep. And don't you guys got them terrible, what are they, black flies or something up there? I remember reading
we
something.
get the black flies, and, of course, with all the hunting and big game stuff up here, lice is always earned, ticks are a big deal.
Wow.
And now, of course, my neighbor, she goes to school for diseases and stuff like that. She's going to be in labs and stuff, and so she's big on the Ebola thing right now.
Oh, Ebola!
So that's all I hear about is Ebola.
Well, I got Ebola in my house. It's Ebola candy for the children.
Yes. That's what I said. I said, you know what? I said, you have a better chance of me shoving you down the stairs than you do of getting Ebola.
Especially if you mention Ebola to me again. So anyway, hey, Corey, I appreciate you stepping up to the plate. It ain't easy to do what we do every week, but you sure have made it easy. And
it's been my pleasure, man. It's been great.
Yeah, I appreciate it, and I look forward to next season, buddy.
I hope so. Maybe I'll be ready.
Maybe you will be. Thank you, Corey. I appreciate it.
Yeah, have a good day, buddy.
You too, bud. That's my good friend Corey Connors, the guy that voiced Savannah, Montana, everything else. Hey, we're to the end of her here. Like I said, I really need to thank you people at home. You're the only reason why we can do what we do is maybe you have a little mental deficiency in you. You like hearing this
Right,
train
right.
wreck on the radio, whatever. But we judge things out here by app numbers, and the numbers of people that actually log on to listen to the show, according to Tony, and it is just fantastic.
And you know, it's funny that you don't plan it, but each segment kind of leads into the next week because and if you miss a week, you're kind of lost because I was having some medical problems last week, and I was what you would call out laying on a bed while they was slicing me up like a frog, and I missed last week, so I don't know. Did Montana get shot?
Yeah, there was a problem. Somebody shot Havana, Montana.
I'm gonna have to go back in your phone and listen to the show.
Yep, you're gonna have to go on Facebook.
But yeah, it is kind of neat how all this kind of just falls from week to week. It's kind of like a little soap opera going on around here.
Yeah, I guess we could call it a soap opera. We can go with that, but it's worked out. And I've appreciated it, and I enjoy the time that KWPC has allowed me to do this. Like I said, I want a big thank you to Randy Brewer. He's been a big sponsor. Gary Brown, Sicilian. Shannon Spooner of Deaf Guy Taxidermy. And most of all, to you people out there that listen to it every week. We're going to sign off now. We're going to head out for the winter.
We're going to go hunting for Trevor, ain't we?
Oh, yeah, we'll get Travis, but I think I can go out to Menards and look at snowblowers.
There you go. She's a little windy.
A little bit. So anyway, till I see you guys next spring, God bless, and have a wonderful winter. I'll see you guys next year. Bye-bye.
And thank you all.
Yep, thanks.
We saw the writing on the wall as we felt this magical
this way before. Yes, I swear it's a truth, and I hope it don't take you. I had the time of my life. I never felt this way before. Yes, I swear it's a truth, and I'm only on
If it sizzles and crackles and comes from the kitchen, it's breakfast. If the aroma wakes you up, it's breakfast. If it yanks you